Hey Rockstars, welcome back to another lesson in the Rockstar Learning Platform. We're up to lesson number 4, and now we're going to dive into a little bit of the branding in the platform. This is one of the real strengths of Rockstar Learning. We allow you to really make this look and feel like your very own, and it can really look seamless with everything else in your world. So let's dive into it now. If you remember, lesson 1, we created some content using channels and contributors. Then lesson 2, we added users and gave them access to that content. Lesson 3, we dove into reporting so we could see the activity they were creating. And now lesson 4, we're going to make this community feel like it's your very own. So now let's go jump into admin again and take a look at settings. So when we come into admin, it defaults to that main reporting screen as usual, but we're going to go right to settings here. And this is where you see some of the real power in Rockstar Learning. We're only going to dive into a little bit of it in this lesson, but you can see there's tons of capability here that we can dive in deeper and learn more later. So first, your company name. This is the default. You can change this to whatever you want. Your organization name, your division, a product name, whatever is important to you. That's your number one branding piece right there. You have the option to turn on and off some settings here. Do you want to show new content? Do you want to show the most viewed content? Those are automatic filters that'll display on the dashboard for all users if you want to turn them on or off. Some of the other options here we're not going to really dive into, but what is important is the course rename. By default in the application, courses are labeled as course and sessions are labeled as sessions. However, I can change this to topic and module, or channel and episode, or whatever makes sense for you. And when you save that, that's a global setting that will impact all users inside of your community. So globally across the entire site, it will change sessions and courses now to topics and modules. Okay, so now we're going to dive into these general settings just underneath account, and this is where you can really start to make the look and feel very unique to you and your organization. Make sure that you're on your enterprise here, which should be your company. And now I can change the name as, okay, My First Company. I'm going to choose a logo. Now this is what's going to show on your login screen and up in the upper left-hand corner of your site. And then I'm going to choose the banner. And this is going to replace that Rockstar Learning banner that's up on the top of your default page. I'm just going to put in this Your Company banner. Now you can also change the color scheme to fit your color scheme, change those to whatever is appropriate for you. Very important to change this from info@elearningbrothers.com to your own email address or an email address for your company or organization. All of the system notifications that go out, welcome messages to your users, pretty much everything comes from this default email address, so you want it to be personalized for you so they recognize it. You can also give it a name that should be you or your organization, something that your users will recognize. And then you have a couple other options that you can set if you'd like to. But then we're going to go ahead and save this, and that's going to set all of those branding changes for us. Now, just real quickly, I'm going to log out. And then we're going to come back in. Now, you see that logo that I just uploaded is here now on the login page. And when I sign in, it'll be up there in the upper left-hand corner. I also have my new banner that I uploaded. And if you made any other changes like email address and sender name, that's all going to be done as well. So why don't you go in and just try those very simple branding changes. Get your name on it, get your logo up there, get your first banner done. You're going to be ready for having a fully branded experience in Rockstar Learning for your users. Thank you for joining us here today for another lesson in the Rockstar Learning Platform. I'm John Toda, and I'll see you in the next one.